So I go to my friend's house for dinner, and I mean, we're friends. It's awesome. The only thing we don't agree on is the way to eat. And so, anyway, it was cool. We had roast veggies and whole grain rice and legumes, I think, which is cool. But I asked for some salt, and she was like, Lisa, you have to be really careful of how much salt you eat. And I was like, okay. And then I asked for some vinegar, and she was like, no, Lisa, vinegar is really bad for you. And then we finished dinner, and she brought out 90% dark chocolate, which is fine. And then she was like, what do you usually eat? So I told her straight, like, well, I usually eat 70% or 50% dark chocolate, maybe even a Snickers bar. And she was like, Lisa, you have to be really careful of how much sugar you eat. And then sometimes after supper, I have a decaf coffee. And she was like, Lisa, you can't be drinking decaf coffee before bed. And in the end, I was like feeling so stressed. I was like, oh my God. And it just made me think, like, you can't stress your way to good health. Like, if you're constantly stressed about, like, you know, can I eat this, or is this bad for me? You know what, we're all going one way, I'm sorry to say. And so good health needs to be all encompassing, and it needs to be about your mental health and your levels of joy. And of course, I'm not saying eat 20 Big Macs a day, because honestly I don't think that would make you happy. But I just think when you're approaching health, to do it from a space of joy. It was kind of the defining thought I left with. I'd love to hear your comments. Please feel free to comment below.